I'm Lisa Squire, Senior Communications Advisor for Alberta Health Services, and this is Health Matters. Joining me today is Randy Youngman, and Randy is a traffic safety consultant with the Alberta Office of Traffic Safety. And today we're going to be talking about impaired driving. So welcome, Randy.
Thank you.
How big of an issue is impaired driving in Alberta?
We literally kill thousands of people just in the last 5 years because of alcohol on our roadways. It's epidemic at times. And of course, Christmas is one of those times where it seems to come to the forefront.
And I know that most people know that drinking and driving is not a good decision. So why do you think people continue to do it?
Well, that one's a real conundrum, because if I go and speak to 300 people at an assembly, all 300 people will tell me what a stupid idea drinking and driving is. And yet then a week later, somebody in that crowd will get picked up for impaired driving. And I think it's just because of, it's actually in the word, impaired driving, and it impairs your thoughts. And when you're sober, you wouldn't make that decision to drive impaired. But once you're impaired, that's when your friends and your family and people around you have to be there to help you, because you may make that impaired decision and jump in your car to drive home.
And what is the legal blood alcohol limit?
There's two. There's a criminal limit and as well as a provincial limit. The criminal limit is same as it's always been, is at 0.08. At that point, you can have a criminal record if convicted. But there's also the provincial limit, which legislates at 0.05. And 0.05 is not a criminal offense. It's under the Traffic Safety Act.
And so 0.05, does that mean that I can't even have like a glass of wine or a beer? Like, how do I know how much I can drink and still be okay to drive?
Yeah, well, that's the hype all the time, is people are always afraid that, well, now I won't even be able to have a glass of wine. Chances are, yes, you can. And when you're making your calculations, every body type, every body size is a little bit different. We all metabolize alcohol differently. So, for instance, the size difference between you and I, chances are I could drink more alcohol and still stay under that 0.05. And there are some tools out there to help you figure it out. And they're all based on what we call a standard drink. But the unfortunate part is a lot of people don't realize what a standard drink is. If you were allowed 2 standard drinks, it's really, what is that? Because a home pour, a lot of the time, just at a party, might be 4 or even 5 ounces, which would be like having 5 standard drinks. So, and the other thing I've found is you've got to make those decisions when you're sober. Before you go partying, figure out what you're going to do, if you're going to have a ride home with a designated driver, fine. But if you're not, do those calculations before you go, because in my experience, once you get partying, you're not counting.
And where can people go to learn more information?
We can always find that information either on our saferoads.com website, as well as the Alberta Gaming and Liquor, AGLC.com has a drink estimator actually right on there too to help you out. So.
And if I'm out and about and I see somebody who I think might be impaired, what should I do?
Call 911. If you're driving and there's a car in front of you that you feel is impaired, that is a life-threatening situation. So therefore, pull off to a safe place, get your cell phone out and call the police. If you don't have a phone with you or something, jot the license number down, the direction of travel, as much information as you can, and call 911. That is a bona fide 911 call, because impaired driving is that dangerous.
Great, thank you so much, Randy, and thanks to all of you for watching. Have fun, but stay safe. I'm Lisa Squires, and this is Health Matters.